So, remember this? Lol. Simu Liu's old Reddit posts have come back to haunt him. So the ones in here I'm pretty much okay with. These are... Ugh. We'll get into those in a second. First, let's get into this. Some old Reddit posts from Simu Liu have resurfaced as of last night. And for those who want proof, this is Simu Liu from his old account doing a Q&A about a show he was on. According to this person, when you search nipped in the bud, this comes up. It's AMA from Simu Liu. Well, let's get into these. What they're claiming is this appears to be his account, and it shows him commenting on racist incel subreddit called Into Question, among other things. And this is him posting in the subreddit. It says Simu Liu next to his name as well. So that's more proof, I guess. But the first post is him responding to somebody in that subreddit. It's just him saying, "Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm famous enough for people to want to pretend to be me. Ha ha ha. But thank you." And it's fine. Just then, think it's okay to strap a bomb on themselves and walk into a school? This is obviously referring to like something about Muslims. But kill mothers in an attempt to brainwash the children to fight as soldiers? Think that women shouldn't be allowed to show their faces in public? Seriously, get some real fucking answers in here. What a pool of first world problems. This I obviously don't have an issue with. Unless he's taken somebody out of context, but overall, it's fine. Then this one probably pissed some people off, but it's a fact. I'm all about gender equality. However, girls are just not as good as boys at sports. And whenever I play volleyball with a girl on the team, I always get frustrated. Sometimes I say things. Back me up here, fellas. It's just different. I mean, that's just a fact. That's true. But people are going to be upset with this for obvious reasons. The only sport that comes to mind right now is gymnastics that they could be better at, but they do different things, men and women, in gymnastics. So, that's up for debate. But then, there's this. And it's not pretty. So I opened these in new tabs so they could be a little bigger. Sorry if you still can't read them. This one's bigger. And this one is. But sorry if you can't read this one. But I'm going to read it for you. It says, "Hey, I'm a Canadian actor. I thought I'd chime in." Also, leaning into the accusation that this is his account. He's a Canadian actor. He says, "I recently did a show in which I played a P word. I'm not going to say it because YouTube. And there's a significant amount of research. Clinical studies, mind you, not the method stuff, I hope not. On the disorder and how it's perceived in the media. In the end, the role has completely changed the way I look at P-word philia, and has made me much more sympathetic to anyone who is born with these urges." Right away, you're just like, ooh, not, ugh, bad take, but going on. From a biological standpoint, it's no different than being gay. That's just terrible. Being gay and P-word is much different. You see where he's going with this, and still, I don't think this is true. I guess let's read that first. He says, "A small mutation in the genome that defines our sexual preferences. Depending on what area of the world you were born and what time, it also may have been a perfectly acceptable thing to do to act on those urges." No. That was never really an acceptable thing in any cultures. That's a straight up lie. I don't think it's like not a choice. Like people say homosexuality is. The chemicals in the brain being different. I don't think that's I don't think that's how it works. But he continues, "Now, we all know that taking advantage of minors is wrong. Disgusting and vile, okay. But with the exception of Germany, we are going about it completely in the wrong way. It's like we haven't learned any. That's wrong grammar. It's like we haven't learned anything by studying homosexuality again. We're talking about exploring the same cures to P-word philia as we were about homosexuality 20 years ago, a la conversion therapy and whatnot. As part of my research, I discovered that these people have literally nowhere to run, even non-offending P-words. They cannot seek treatment in most parts of the world because a therapist or a psychiatrist would be legally required to report any and then it's cut off. You can't see the rest. Unless that is the end. I mean, required to report any. I don't know. But it's the end of that one. And just complete bullshit on here. There is a choice, and you can not act on it and go to therapy. So they do have that option. And then another post, hey, done a fair amount of research for a role that I did. I'm an actor. No, not Kevin Bacon, haha. And I wanted to provide any assistance I can. What we currently know about the disorder is this. Like homosexuality, it exists on the spectrum. On a spectrum. No, it doesn't. For example, we all know that the whole barely legal subgenre of adult entertainment is huge. Anybody who jerks off to a picture of an 18-year-old and turns around and said all P-words ought to be killed is a fucking hypocrite. I don't think so, but if they're of age, they're of age. He says, but I digress. From what you've typed here, it seems that you have mild preference and you are able to be satisfied with adults. Some people with the disorder find themselves only attracted to children, and that could potentially be problematic, especially in a society where there's absolutely no way to get help. Yes, there is. They can choose to seek that help out and not act on it. Please continue to talk/write using throwaways, and please avoid CP. It may seem innocent, but even watching it is propagating the entire industry, which I'm sure you agree is disgusting. Yes. Plus the consequences you face if caught are life-changing, worse than death if you ask me. I mean, if you act on it, then yeah, throw away the key. Sorry. I mean, they do have therapy in prison too. Since you have a good head on your shoulders, I wish you the best. I know not make any decisions you will regret. That's responding to somebody else. Then the last one says TLDR, actor played a P-word for a TV show, did research, discovered being a P-word not so different from being gay. Everyone deserves sympathy, not black and white. Edit. So my first goal was a sympathetic post towards P-words. Amazing. That's kind of scary. Thank you for the gold. Honestly, it goes to show that Reddit is capable of tremendous compassion. To everyone who came forward in the thread, I admire your courage. I wish you the best. I'm in no position to provide any guidance or advice of any sort, but I encourage you to read the article I stumbled upon while doing research for my role. And that's the article right there. To people downvoting, I encourage you to participate in the discussion instead of simply clicking a button. I hope you remember downvotes should only be given for comments that don't contribute to the discussion, and you shouldn't use it as means to voice your disagreement. Not necessarily, but that's a different argument. But it's scary that it was his first goal. Ugh. But so people are going after him on Twitter for these, and going to the comments, damn, MF just got big and he's canceled, and he's already canceled. Unlucky. This person saying he got gold for post saying P-word philia as being gay. The fuck? I lose more faith in humanity every day. I read the first sentence and pieced the fuck out. Is this real? Like, it can't be true. Why would he say this? Maybe someone posing as him making it seem like he actually... No, disprove that. I would love to post long thread of how problematic this is and how outraged I am, but I have to work tomorrow and things going on in my life. What does this even mean? I mean, already bad for him. Not to mention he did this last week. Again, I'm not offended by this. But yeah, I mean, take a shot, gloat, and then karma bites you in the ass. But this is from Ryan Kinnell's video. Okay, I'll post a link in the description. Shout out to him. But he pulled up this tweet from April 23rd. And it's Simu Liu saying, also, great message from Falcon Winter Soldier finale. Hashtag. You can champion a cause without being a complete radical extremist. There is room for conversation with opposing viewpoints, probably something 98% of Twitter needs to hear. I agree with this, except for the Falcon Winter Soldier finale. I thought it was terrible, but got that. People were going after him in the comments. And then this person posted, "Sir, saying you'll be giving room to opposing viewpoints like Asians deserve to be attacked and black kids are at fault for getting shot by police. You know, you do know people with these opinions don't actually want conversation. They want a pulpit you'll be giving them, right?" So, at the Met Gala, he goes and takes a picture with Alicia Keys, black woman, and Gemma Chan, Asian woman. I have no idea if these were related, but it's just funny that two people he took a picture with are the same races that we're referring to in that. I feel like it was related, but who knows? It's just funny tweet. He did kind of deny that was him somewhere. See if I could find it here. It was on here. Oh, here it is. On his AirPod post, this person says, "Simu, please don't tell me it's true." And then he says, "Absolutely not." So it seems like he's denying it, but I mean, it's pretty clear it's him. Let's see what happens. I'm not for canceling of people. I'll be take the high ground here. Although I do think it's funny that kind of karma's biting him in the ass. Again, I'm not offended by this. I just think it's funny. I don't think he should be canceled. I think that what he said is appalling. But I'm just not gonna go on a campaign to get him fired from his job. And this is old stuff. But I mean, you play woke games, get woke prizes. He's been pandering, and now he's getting bit in the ass. But what do you guys think about this? Do you agree with his comments? Do you think they're appalling? You disagree, but you can understand? You think this is all a bunch of nonsense? But let me know. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. Another channel called Thoughtful Outlaw Sports where I talk about basketball, baseball, football, anything else sports related I'm interested in. So check that out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.